What's up everybody, this is Hillbillies here, and welcome back to episode 46 of my Minecraft Let's Play series. Today, as promised, I'm going to be building the giant Minecraft wolf. I'm going to probably keep saying dog all the time though, and immediately I'm being chased by a witch. Die, witch! Die! I think she'll give me a fire resistance potion, I guess, if I kill her like this. I think that's the way it's supposed to work. Normally. If you kill them with something fire, you get fire resistance. Normally you get a potion of health or you get an empty vial. Okay, so basically I have been spending a bunch of time collecting tons and tons of wool because it's going to take like thousands and thousands of pieces to be able to do this because it's a very big project, and yeah, it just takes a lot of wool. I spent so much time trying to gather it all, get it all ready, and I think now I am pretty much prepared. I need to have a ladder to be able to get up these things, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build it in pieces and, skip ahead, and so, it doesn't take too long because, like I say, it is a very big build. So I did just screw up. Actually, I was starting the recording, I had to start over because I messed up a bunch of big dimensions, but I went through and fixed it all. So the legs, all of them are 4x4, and the space in between them when looking facing it is 2 in the center, and between the front and back legs there are 16 blocks of space. And the front legs are 12 high, and the back ones are 14. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do first, is I'm going to make the front and back legs, and then I'm going to start building the base parts of the body of the dog. And then once I do that, I can build the walls up higher, and then I can start working on the head eventually, and then add the tail and whatnot. But first I'm going to go ahead and get this done, skip ahead a little bit, and I'll come back when I've built these up to the correct height. Okay guys, now that the legs are done, I'm going to show you how to do the body now. So like I said, those are 14 high and those are 12 high if I am correct. Hopefully I didn't screw that up. So you know what I will do? I will quickly make sure by putting down the same number of ladders there should be there. Alright, 1 second. Okay, so I had made a mistake and these were 2 blocks too high, so I have lowered that. I'm going to skip the night and come back and show you how to build the body. Okay, so now that the legs are all done, I'm going to start building the first part of the body. So on the front, you're going to want to add 1 block up, so you can raise it up like this and cover the hole. Do the same thing for the other side and connect them at that level that's 1 block higher. And this is going to be the start of where the front part of the body is, because the back part is actually 2 blocks smaller all the way around the edge. So this is the first part here. Now, in the direction that is wherever the front is going to be for you, you're going to want to place you're going to want to go out 2 blocks in this direction. And for both of the sides, you're going to want to go out or I should actually do this back part here first. You're going to extend another 6 at the rear. So that's 3. And bring that over to the other side as well and fill in the area. Alright, now that this first base platform is here, you're going to want to go out 4 on each side. And once again, fill in the area. Alright, so this is the base pad for the front area. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to that back spot here, and we can work on the pad for the back, and you can see the height difference, and then I'll connect them, build the walls up higher, add the tail and the head, and that'll pretty much be it. So on this side, once again, bring it up 1 block all the way around the edges and fill in the center. And connect the sides here at the same level, like you did with the front. Now from this point here, you're going to want to go out to the back. You're going to want to go out here, and once again just connect it all the way across. Out the front, you will go 10. Now notice that the 10th block ends up right here. You can see right over top of it overlaps. Like I said, quite the long build this. I do apologize for that. I'm going to try and skip ahead a little bit and try and get this done, but I want to make sure that you all know the dimensions, and because it's one of those things that if you mess up in one small spot, you'll notice it much later on. So now that that's been done, this part of the body is actually 2 blocks skinnier than that part, so instead of going out 4 on each side, you're only going to want to go out 2. Just try to remember that it will take many thousands of blocks. It doesn't seem like it when you're building something like this, but it does actually take a lot of blocks. You figure each piece and each block and the size of it, the height and whatnot. I've done it all on paper. I didn't do the full calculation, but just for an example here, each of the legs here are going to be 416 blocks of wool. Those were just the legs, so 4 of those and whatnot. It takes quite a bit to have it all done. I could be wrong there though. It might be for all 4. I'm not gonna worry about that though. Now I'm just gonna keep this going for you guys so you can see exactly what I've done. So obviously you can connect this like so, right across. Actually, it might be good to leave this like this, because there will be, like I said, the dogs will be staying in this part here. So I can at least have a staircase into the rest of it. And so this is the basic idea so far of what the body will look like. Now we're going to build it up higher, and then I will after show you how to build the dog's face and everything. Okay guys, I'm back. I figured it out. So this is 18 wide here, and it's got to be 18 tall, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Make it the giant square that it should be, fill in the top as well. And for this back area, it only has to go up, this part here will only go up 11. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to bring this up 11 blocks, bring this up what did I just say? 18 blocks that it should be, and I will be back. Okay guys, so I realized after getting it all the way to the right height that it is supposed to be 16 high and not 18 in this section here. Of course, I didn't realize that. So I'm going to fix that, and then I will come back. So sorry about that. Alright, so this next section here is going to be 12 tall, starting from this one here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it should be, perfect. 2 lower than that one there, and it will be, as you know, 2 lower on the other side, or underneath, I guess. So I'm going to build this up to the same height there all the way around, and then I'm going to put a roof on this whole thing so it'll look more like kind of like a dog shape to it. Then I'll put the tail on, and then we'll start with the more complicated trying to put the face on the dog. So I'll be back in another little while after I spend the rest of the time getting rid of another big chunk of wool. Okay, just wanted to update everybody on what it looks like now. You can see it kind of has the same shape as one of the dogs. The only thing that's missing is the head. And also, please note that center right there, the 2 blocks in around the whole edge, that's going to eventually be red. I'm going to change that later. I have the tail that I'm going to add pretty much right now, I guess. And I'm going to finish up the roof. 1 second and I'll just get that last little bit done and I'll show you how to make the tail. Okay guys, so to do the tail, it's going to be starting 5 blocks in on each side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th block here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 will be the tail. It also starts 4 blocks down, so you can see it starts kind of down here, and it connects up to the top like so. And you'll do that the whole way across here. So that's, oh, I don't want to fall off now. That's 4. Connect this like so, and this is going to extend 14 blocks. So this is 1, and let's see, I'm still crouched. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and one more, 14. There we go. So I'm going to extend this whole thing out to 14, block the end off, and show you guys what the tail looks like, and then we can get the face started. So I'll be back in just a little bit. Okay everybody, so there is pretty much the basic shape of it so far. The tail's done and whatnot. The only thing left to do is the head. So how that works is from that point there, you go in 2 blocks the whole way around, and you add the face, which sticks out 6 blocks, and then you add the nose from there. So I'm going to start with getting up there, and I'm going to place the whole, well, I'm going to place the base for now, and I'll get that done, so I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, so I've broken out here, and I am going to be doing, like I said, the piece 2 bits in, and this of course is going to be red the whole way around, so that'll be something else that I will change after a bit. But first I'm going to get this pad here laid out. So like I said, just connect all the way across, 2 blocks from the bottom, keep it 2 blocks from the edge, and go 6 blocks out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and make that a square and connect it. Okay, now that you have this base laid out, I can show you where exactly the dog's nose will go. So from the edge of this now, if you go in 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks and start out, that's 1, place 6 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it should be 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side as well. So this will be the dog's nose, and the dog's nose extends another 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like just like that. Connect this as such. I should have probably gone and gotten the black wool for some of this part to make my life a little easier, to show you guys where everything goes. I guess I can do that after. Just like that. And there we go. So that will be, like, this will be the dog's face, and this will be his nose. Oops, and why did I go so far across? Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't even notice that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this should be all gone because I somehow messed that up bad. Okay, this is much better. Okay, so this is the dog's like head, and this is his nose. So the rest of the body now, like I said, this will be 2 shorter than this. So now I'm going to connect this whole thing again, bring it out, and put a front on him as well. So I'm going to be back when that's done. I may even have to go get more wool because I'm actually running low because I've been using more than I thought it was actually going to take. So once again, I will be back in a bit. Okay, so the nose of the dog is also 6 tall, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you can go ahead and build this up, and I'll show you where I'll put the face and everything on afterwards, but once the shape is done, it's pretty much, that's the worst of it done. You can even, of course, you can always change it up if you wanted to make your dog have a different kind of face or different colors or anything like that. You could always change it up yourself. I'm just following the basic design from actually sitting there and counting pixels again on the wolf, and then I kind of wrote down everything, and there you go. That's how I ended up with this. So now that that's at that height here, fill this in here at the roof. I'm really hoping that I don't run out of wool. That would be very sad. Although I do have to remove some of it so that I can put down like the red wool, for example. And I'm getting very close to done though at the same time. So we'll see how well this goes. Let's just hope. I'm just going to skip ahead once again. Sorry about this, guys. All the time doing this. But I'm going to skip ahead and fill this last little bit in. Then you guys will probably have a much better idea that it actually does, look kind of like the Minecraft dog. I'll add the colors to it, and then we'll be good to go. And it'll be pretty much finished. And then once I guess that's actually done. It's not technically finished, as I do want to turn this into the doghouse, so I'm going to have to, maybe next episode I will build the interior and add all sorts of like food dispensers, things like that, little dog beds, a place to put signs, people can name the dogs, and I'll put back up the signs of the people that have named the dogs that I previously had and whatnot. I'll get all that set back up properly and everything, so that'll be nice to have done. And I'm definitely going to be running out of wool, so I'll finish this little bit here, and then I will have to try and make do with the fact that I have to take down all of these edges, because like I said, this is going to be the head, but this is the collar, so all of these should actually be red. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go and change these, this block here, and I'm going to go all the way down and remove it and change it for a collar. Or red wool, so I'll be back in 1 second. Oh yeah, while I'm down here grabbing all the wool, guys, you can see that there's the basic shape of it now, so it does kind of look like the wolf. It's just lacking all the colors and whatnot, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and add right now. Okay, so like I was saying, guys, this whole edge here should actually be red wool, so I'm going to go ahead and take all of this edge that's too smaller, I guess, this whole piece around that you saw is going to be all changed to red wool. And I'll do those bits, I guess, from the inside if I'm able to. I think I should be able to. If I'm very careful about it, I can do it. It's going to take a little while to get it done, of course, but I'll be able to finish it. Okay, so that is the bottom one, so that's where that starts. And I'll do the same thing here, and I'll build this all back up now. So once again, I will come back when I finally built his nice collar and everything, and then I'll show you how to build his eyes, put the nose on, add the mouth and everything, and that is him complete. Of course, guys, just as I'm getting it finished, the collar, I run out of red wool. I managed to go back and get some more, so I'm going to go up and finish that bit now. So definitely a trick. The easiest way is to do the bottom bit from the inside. You can just go along like this, and I did find that it is probably easier just to build the whole thing and then change the colors afterwards instead of having to work around them. I guess if you want, though, you could put the colors first and kind of use them as a marker for yourself of where you have to place everything. That could work as well, depending on how you build, I guess. Now I realize, though, I'm also going to have to get into... Oh, okay. There are lots of zombies and things in there. That's not good. Oh, there's even creepers and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna clear this out, light it up, and then I'll show you guys how to build the dog's face. At least from in here. Oh, never mind. I'm in here and it's pretty much clear already. Okay. So this is the dog's nose. And I'm gonna have to check this, but I am pretty sure, let me see right here. Okay, so you take the black here, and the whole bottom piece of the dog's mouth, just this outer edge here, not the top block that I'm breaking here, this level here. If you take black and go all the way around the edge here for this part, so let me do that. Luckily I guess I didn't end up running out of wool, which was quite a good thing. Okay. And this will kind of be his mouth, I guess, this part here. So once again, you put and it's just one block, that's all it is, one block thick the whole way. Gonna make myself a way to get out there again, place that one down. And that's all that you have to do from inside here. Of course, luckily, it seems that the size that I built this was probably right, and I'm going to have lots of space to put lots of cool stuff in here, including all the dogs and whatnot. But let's go outside and finish his face. Oh, and while we're up here, I realized though, let's put down his ears, something that I almost forgot about. So it's down on the part of his head that you have to put the ears down. They are 2 blocks away from the wall here. So 1, 2, and then there would be the ear. And they are 4 blocks tall. Let me check how wide they are. Sorry, I just want to, get this right. So it starts on, I'm actually incorrect here for a second. It does start 2 in, but it starts right from the edge, and they are 4 wide each. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I better replace that torch or it's going to get really dark up here. Same thing, go over the other side, 1, 2, go in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and once again, 4 blocks tall, so that was 1, 2, that's 2, and this is 4. So that's 1, probably the easiest thing on the build is the ear, of course. So there we go, 2, 3, 4. And that's the ears done. So that's pretty simple. Now down to do the face. Like I said, the stuff that we did inside there, you can see it's that black band at the very bottom that kind of wraps around. So starting at this point, facing here, starting at this corner here, these 4, remove them and replace them with black wool for his eyes. And do that on both sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's his eyes done. Next, go down to the center of his nose, you can see it's 6 wide, and remove these 2 blocks and replace them with black wool as well. And you know what, guys? That's actually it. That's everything you have to do with his face, surprisingly. It seems kind of weird, but let me jump down and show you guys what this looks like from a distance, and then you'll really see that just those little small details that we've added has really changed it, made it look much more like a dog. So I'm going to save it before anything terrible happens, like lagging or something, because I've been having a lot of problems lately, it seems. The last couple of minutes has been lagging, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to sleep, make it daytime, and I'll be back to show you this. So see you in a little bit. Okay guys, so here it is. Here is the Minecraft wolf, and as you can see, it looks pretty good, and he's overlooking his giant bone. You can see the little band of black that we put around the edge there in his eyes and on his nose and everything, and he's got the red band. It really adds to it, and when you come stand over here, you can see the tail and the body and the shape, everything. It actually looks like a dog now. It looks a lot better, I think. Let me go show you from over here. I don't think I put him too close either to the bone. It kind of makes it look like he's trying to go for it, so you don't really see, unless you're out here, maybe you can see him pretty good. He is quite a bit higher than the bone is, which is what I was hoping, because I didn't want him to be way too small or anything compared to it, so I think that's a pretty good height. It does look like he's kind of sneaking over top, and he is centered right in the middle of it, so I think that's also really good. Overall, I'm very happy with it. It turned out just like I was hoping. The next thing, though, is eventually I'm going to have to build like I said, this is going to be where I keep all the dogs. So I'm going to have a way to get the dogs up and down with teleporting, without, I guess. I'll figure that out. And I'm going to have a place to put the dogs, each dog bed, some signs, everything like that. So that might be next episode, but I'd also like to rebuild the blacksmith shop next episode. One of the two things will be done, so it'll either be the blacksmith shop or working on this, depending on what I have more ideas for. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed getting to see the Minecraft wolf being made in this. I guess the way that I would do it. Yeah, it's definitely pretty huge, though. You don't have to make it, this big. You can always cut down the dimensions a little bit, but I think it turned out pretty good, and it's I really like having it around. It just adds a little more to the world, so I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing it. If you have any comments, just leave them down below. Like if you like it, and let me know what you think. So thanks again so much for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.